Hi Fast Track Property friends! Let's have a quick review on the en bloc market in 2021 and what possible impact it may contribute to the real estate market moving into 2022. A quick disclaimer before I go into the video proper: all contents of this video and in this channel is based on my personal research on various websites. So please verify and double check with the relevant authorities, and it should not form the only basis for you to use for your personal property purchase. Okay? Let us first begin to understand some restrictions that have been introduced to the property developers. Back in 2018, 5th of July, an additional ABSD of 5%, and that is non-remittable, was introduced for developers buying residential properties for development. This would mean an additional cost for developers when they contemplate bidding for any en bloc or government land sales. And in addition to this, the bonus GFA was reduced from 10% to 7%. So what is this bonus GFA? Well, in a nutshell, it is called the Balcony Incentive Scheme, and that was introduced back in 2001. Its objective was to enable residents to access outdoor spaces from their homes, right? It also sought to facilitate high-rise greenery to improve the quality of the living environment. So at the time, developers were then able to build these private outdoor spaces, which they were not charged for, but yet able to charge it to the property buyers. So therefore, a reduction of 3%, presently they are now faced with higher break-even costs and lower margins compared to previous years. And this has obviously caused developers to be extra cautious before they commit to any land purchases. And in the years after the measures were introduced, the en bloc market took a hit, right? And it came to an almost standstill, with total transaction values of 390 million in 2019, 220 million in 2020, and in this year, right, 2021, we started off with Mount Emily Road, we have Shirley Point, Ziliang Gardens, Film Park, Walton Estate, and this was the largest en bloc amount at the time at 550.8 million. Yeah. Then we have Laville Condo, Peace Center recently, and this is the largest deal done at 650 million. And finally, High Point at 556.7 million. All this brings us to a total of more than 2.3 billion worth of transactions. And for those of you who follows the en bloc market, you realize that I have left out some of the deals. And this is done on purpose because my primary focus was on displacement of families or residential units, of whom may reinvest these billions of dollars back into the market. Okay? So you can picture in your mind, this is a cycle, isn't it? Developer buys these en bloc projects, the family receives these monies, and puts it back either into the resale market or the new launch market. The question that we are faced then is this: are we looking at the beginning of a new cycle? Let us now take a look at the en bloc market back in the periods of 2006 to 2007. In 2006, we experienced a total of 7.83 billion worth of transactions, and in 2007, 12.3 billion worth of transactions. Yep. In these 2 years alone, there was a total of 20 billion worth of transactions, and thereafter we experienced an increase of the property price index of almost 48%, climbing from 85.8 to 126.9 within 2.5 years. And for the periods 2017 to 2018, right, in 2017, there was a total of 7.3 billion worth of transactions, and in 2018, $12.3 billion. And this gives us a total of $17.8 billion worth of transactions in just 2 years. On the same note, this has also pushed the property price index from 136.7 to an almost 12% increase to 153.6, fourth quarter 2019. Therefore, one of the aspects to look apart from others is that in those two cycles, the en bloc market played a significant part, causing a recycling of funds into the property market and creating the bull pushing the property price index upwards. Yeah. So you can see that the recent en bloc transactions of an estimated of $2.7 billion is rather dwarfed from the other two, right? And therefore, in my opinion, I think it would cause some ripples, but not huge waves that could create new benchmark prices. Rather, I think Continued low inventories and hyperinflation, amongst others, will be the main cause for the possible continued price increase moving into 2022. So what then should all of us be considering if you're looking to upgrade or to expand your property portfolio? Personally, I am still in the opinion of rent where you stay, buy where you invest, and moving into safe haven or growth properties. And if you're unsure what safe haven or growth properties are, do watch how to identify these projects in my previous videos. I'll place it on the prompter here for easy reference. Friends, I hope this has been helpful to you. This is also my last video for the year, and I'd like to wish all of you a blessed Christmas and a wonderful 2022. Speak to you next year.